What in the fuck? Do you not have a father? Where are the men? Who are raising these boys? Where the fuck are your fathers at?
Man, oh man, the Snyder cult ball gaggers are not gonna like this one.
This is like a bad dream.
Netflix's new film head, Dan Lin, you know, the same Dan Lin who called the Snyder cult his Autobots. Man, he does not like Zack Snyder nor his fan base, and I can't really blame him. So Dan Lin told leadership that their past output of films were not great, and the financials did not add up. You don't say, Dan Lin. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Tentpole franchises seen as a way to reduce subscriber churn have remained nominal at Netflix, where Extraction is the most notable film series. Per the company, Extraction 2 has become the 10th most popular original movie of all time for the streamers. A great movie. And the third installment was announced last summer. Outside of this, there are two Enola Holmes films and Old Guard sequel that is expected this year. Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon, which is planned as a multi-film series, I don't think that's going to happen anymore, made its debut in mid-December to nearly half the viewership that Julia Roberts' star Leave the World Behind premiered 2 weeks earlier. Snyder's sequel, The Scar Giver, The Shit Giver, arrives April 19th. Yeah, I have a feeling that no one is going to watch that movie. And considering how can I say this? The awful, abysmal, atrocious Rebel Moon, I don't really blame people for skipping part 2.
This is not a banger. This is not a banger. And I know bangers. I know.
Let's just call a spade. Rebel Moon was a massive misfire. It was labeled as the Star Wars killer, the brand new sci-fi epic that's going to turn this series into a pop culture phenomenon. And it did exactly the opposite of that. No one is talking about Rebel Moon. The only time people actually talk about Rebel Moon is when either to bash it or when Zack Snyder goes on Twitter and his cult fan base talks about it as if it's like the God's gift to humanity. And listen, and it breaks my heart to say this because I'm a big fan of Zack Snyder. Love Zack Snyder. I think Zack Snyder is an immensely talented guy. But I gotta call it like how I see it. It was just a shit movie. It was a bad movie. And I don't think the Army of the Dead sequels are happening. I don't think the Rebel Moon expansion of animated series or, you know, spin-offs or a trilogy, I don't see that happening at all. I think Dan Lin is gonna cancel what's not translating to viewership. And the fact that Rebel Moon brought in half the viewership because it was labeled as like, oh my God, the Rebel Moon, it's going to be the highest viewership ever for Netflix. And it went away like that. And again, that's just due to poor execution, poor word of mouth, and people just were not happy with the film. And I can't really blame them because, like I said, it was just a bad movie. So yeah, so for all 12 of you Rebel Moon fans, I'm sorry to say this, but I don't think it's happening. And of course, the Snyder cultists take another L. How many shots to the face, John Michael style, can you Snyder cultists handle? Oh my God, like you guys are just taking L after L after L. I'm gonna call you fucking Cody Rhodes, bro, because all you do is just take L's. So that's gonna be it. Hit like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, TikTok, Sheeks. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think of all of this news? And as always, truth out.
I just choked somebody a little bit.